Let's say Sitaram again to each and every one of you. Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on TV Jagrati. A very warm welcome to all of our listeners on Radio Jagrati 102.7 FM. This morning I'm quite pleased and privileged to have with me share the space. He's no stranger to radio and TV Jagrati, but I'm sure you would know him in his capacity as a man of cloth. I'm speaking of Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. But I'll tell you something, he's simply brilliant, a walking institution. He wears many hats. He has his master's in technical training. He has his BA in education. He's a teacher at one of our schools, and he's also the Chief Training Officer for Cyberstate Limited, the Chief Operations Officer at ICT Experts Limited. So when we hear one of our very own men of cloth, and not only very competent when it comes to our holy scriptures, but the fact is all-rounded, we're quite privileged and blessed to have him in our fold. Sitaram Panditji, and it is a privilege to have you with us.
Sitaram Zalisa, and Sitaram to each and every one of our listeners and viewers on TV and Radio Jagrati. Also, Happy New Year, and it's so happy. It's a Hindu New Year.
I tell you, it's a great day today. When you think of all the things that's happening, it's our New Year. It's also the first day of Navratri. It's also World Health Day, and it's also the week of alcohol and substance abuse. So a lot has been happening. But it's also a very special day with regards to the National Cybersecurity Day. Yes. What exactly, Panditji, is the national?
I'm here today.
Yes.
Because it is a day that not much people know about. But if we think about how we live our lives today, how much digital is integrated into our lives.
Yes.
And security, sometimes we want, we see security as only our homes, and we put burglar proofs and so forth. However, excuse me. Sorry.
So, of course, this is the program Conversations with Zalisa right here on TV and Radio Jagrati. Thanking you kindly for choosing us this morning. Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj sharing his wealth of knowledge with us about National Cyber Security Day, understanding what it is and having a greater appreciation for this day as well. Panditji?
Yes. So as I was saying, sorry about that.
That's all right.
The National Security Cyber Day, we spend so much time with our homes, we put in burglar proofs and we make sure we are secure inside our homes.
We're trying
and we
to
are
protect
safe,
ourselves.
Protect ourselves inside our homes. But the same could be said for our computers and our phones and our smart TVs and all these things that we use on a daily. Once they're connected to the internet, they are at risk from intruders as well. So what they had is in 2002, the National Cyber Security Alliance, which is a US-based government agency, they started National Cyber Security Day. And it's actually a semi-annual occasion. It's held in 2 times, in April and in October. Which kind of is in line with our Navratris.
Isn't it?
Exactly.
That says something.
So the national security. So if we think about national security, we have to keep ourselves safe. Right? So part of this year's theme is digital spring cleaning. Clean your cyber clutter. So if you think about spring cleaning, it's a time to get rid of all the things that you're not using for winter and clear out the way for a nice new beginning spring. So a lot of people doing spring cleaning. So that's why they chose April as one of the times. And today's theme for their launch, which is also today, the 7th, April 7th, digital spring cleaning. It's a time when you should take the time off to also clean your computers, do a little virus update, a virus scan, because there are malicious software that can get into your computers. There's a series on TV now, CSI Cyber, and if people look at these things, they'll see how easy it could be to get infected and for your information, your private information, to get out there and be misused by others. So it's really, really important for us to understand how to deal with our digital lives and keep our digital lives safe as well.
Excellent. It's about cleaning, clearance, getting rid of the things, clutter.
Clutter.
Now, when you started, you indicated a couple of things: our computers, our telephones, our smart TVs.
Yes.
And we are very concerned, and I think this is where your strength in terms of being a teacher, being a man of the cloth, a holy man, in terms of concern for our future. Our future, we're talking about our children now, that what they can be exposed to. And I love how your introduction was, you know, we put up all of our burglar proofs, we're going to put up security cameras, thinking, hey, you make an investment to live in a gated community, to tell yourself, I am safeguarding my family. I'm making sure that my family is secure. Yeah. And you may have all these bars and all these things and the security officer and you know, the cameras and everything, but yet your children come into your home and influence your children in a negative way.
Exactly.
Panditji, we are seeing children as small as 5 years old with a telephone.
Exactly, as soon as they are born, actually.
And little ones, and they're yes, you're quite right.
They're called millennials.
Yes,
they're born into the technology.
Two-year-olds can now get on their parents' phone so that they can stay quiet. I'm looking in a doctor's office or whatever, and they are finding their own little nursery rhymes and whatever. What again can they find?
Right.
And that is what we need to be concerned about.
So what we need to do that brings about a whole different level of literacy.
Yes.
Which is called digital literacy. Before we go further, I have a short video that I have asked our technical team to share with our viewers and listeners. This video on exactly what is digital literacy before we go further.
Brilliant. So our director this morning, Bimal Ramdani, will certainly place that up for us.
Digital literacy is a term you may have heard more and more about over the past few years, but what does it mean and why is it important? We increasingly communicate and access information through a variety of digital environments. Our workplaces, social lives, and educational settings all require some form of competence in digital literacy. Digital literacy isn't just about knowing how to use technology, it's about navigating and communicating through different digital environments. You need a certain level of digital literacy to turn a computer on, for example, but require different skills to locate and complete an online job application. The extent in which you participate in different aspects of the digital world is often shaped by your personal need for the information and the opportunities that it provides. Some people rely on social media sites to keep up to date with their friends and arrange their social calendars, whereas others don't engage with it at all. However, there are some areas where having the appropriate skills are extremely important to succeed in the modern world. 90% of new graduate jobs require high-level information and communication technology or ICT skills. The jobs market is very competitive and changeable, and having the right digital literacy skills is essential to employability. This directly impacts the world of education. Students need to have digital literacy skills alongside their qualifications to help them become employable when they graduate. There are also so many new ways to learn. As well as searching through physical texts, you can now access information and research instantly via the web. Video, audio and images can be used for teaching and for student assignments. Assessed work is increasingly submitted electronically and feedback given online. Communicating and collaborating on content can be facilitated through a variety of online platforms. With all these new opportunities come new requirements and responsibilities for everybody. We need to understand how to evaluate and look at the authenticity and validity of the wealth of information available to us. There are aspects of being safe online, understanding our online identity, and being aware of the etiquette of online communication. Digital literacy skills will get more necessary as technology develops, particularly as cultures, languages, and different modes of communication overlap and intersect. We all need to be prepared to understand and embrace this new digital landscape and be confident and competent in guiding our future generations through it.
Welcome back. This is a program Conversations with Zalisa, Radio and TV Jagrati, thanking you kindly for choosing us. This morning, we're very pleased to have with us Pandit Shiva Janaka Maharaj, also very, very much part of the Jagrati family.
Yes.
Panditji?
Well, thank you very much. And Sitaram once again. Today we are talking about National Cybersecurity Day. And today their theme, which they are celebrating, it's a semi-annual occasion where we should take the time out to also seek the security of our homes and our families through keeping our online intrusions out.
Right.
So that we showed that video there on digital literacy. Digital literacy, as we saw there, is very, very important because we live in a digital world.
Very true. And I saw that and I'm thinking, you know, everything now, even when you go for your visa for the United States of America, you have to go online to fill it out. So that just says something where we're heading and where we're at.
So suppose you go to, as you said, to fill out a visa application and you have some malware or spyware that sends you to another site looking like the U.S. Embassy. And you fill out all your information. And you know, people can use that information now to do lots of things. To thief your identity online and all those sorts of things.
We hear of identity theft all the time.
Now there's actually cyber murders where they can produce an authentic on the system that you're dead, a death certificate. And you're right there standing in front of the person. And as far as the law is concerned, you don't exist.
You're no
so
longer.
It's called a digital murder. You know, so these things are becoming more reality. So it's important from, as you said, the youngest children up to even our grandparents, because most of the time the children nowadays are left in the company or the supervision of their grandparents.
That's correct.
And there's the digital divide there. There's the bridge in terms of what they know about technology and what these kids know about technology. And we need to bridge that with digital literacy. So at least the grandparents can be a little more understanding of what is going on and check in on what their grandchildren are doing. And
now, in terms of the internet, I see it as a gateway to understanding what's happening in the world and empowering yourself, because I don't understand something. Now, the truth is I get on the net, I pull it up and I educate. Exactly. And I could find out anything. Anything. From
YouTube,
a recipe.
how to do anything.
Precisely so. And that's the beauty. But there's a limit and there's a line when it comes to even not only children but even adults. Because you could get carried away and you could be easily persuaded into something that is negative.
Exactly. So that's where digital literacy actually comes in, because it actually teaches you, as it says, an etiquette on how to use the technology, how to use it responsibly. Because if we don't use the technology responsibly, as we see most of these young kids, the youths, misusing social media.
Exactly.
You know? And that's because they don't have the proper digital etiquette and how to use it.
You send your kids to bed, okay, it's bedtime, go to bed, and you know what? They're in their room, that room is locked because you're so tired you knock out as well. And it happens. And you know what? They're on the phone and they're on the net, and what God knows what they're exposed
doing,
to.
what they're speaking about, what information
who are the people that they're communicating with. These predators, these people that could read at the range. You know, a lot of lies that can happen, so many things to influence your children in a negative way. Panditji, what do we do to stop that or to curb it?
So what we at ICT experts have decided to do to make it, well, we're here to make the awareness for each and every one. That's number one. We want to make each and every one, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, aware of these security risks that you have when it comes to your technology and your digital life. And so what we have done today, actually, being a very auspicious day in this first day of the Navaratri that we have, we will be launching our website, which is ITinTT.com. Right? So ITinTT, of course, we call it ITinTT.
Right.
So it's easy for people to...
Well, that's quite trendy
to remember.
As well. ITinTT.
Okay. We have the logos up.
Let's see if we can get that up.
So
ITinTT, that's easy to remember.
So ITinTT, of course, it is information technology in Trinidad and Tobago.
Very nice.
As you can see from our logo there, those who are on Radio Jagrati, it's a laptop with a heart in it. Right? Because our motto is live it, love it.
Right.
It again meaning information technology. You know, so we live information technology and we love internet technology as well. So that's what we do. And we want to keep, as we said, everyone safe online. So with the launch of our our website today, we also will be launching our social media campaign.
Okay.
And we'll be giving some discounts.
Oh, right. Brilliant.
And also for businesses, they will have the opportunity. So you can go to Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and YouTube, and it is the same ITinTT.
Okay.
So if you go to facebook.com/ITinTT, Twitter #hashtag ITinTT,
right.
plus ITinTT, YouTube ITinTT, you can get to all our social media.
Excellent.
So for our discounts, we want to make it a little fun, right, to acquire. We have our next digital literacy class, which is we launched earlier this year.
Right.
Right here on Radio Jagrati, which is the NCC Education. It's a British-based certification for kids from age 5.
Age 5?
From age 5.
Brilliant.
And that certification actually is in we have 3 levels, 2 in the primary, 1 in the secondary, and it can take them straight into a bachelor's and a master's.
Excellent.
From primary school.
Yes.
As we saw in our video on digital literacy, actually the only industry that is increasing exponentially and there's a big need for workers is the IT industry. So not only will you be keeping your kids safe, or even adults, job seekers, everyone. Actually, digital literacy is for everyone. It's
this is across the board, exactly. And it's about empowering yourself. You're never too old, or you think, well, I'm a grandmother or great-grandmother. That's not for me.
Interestingly, you said that because one of the, and when we launched, we brought in, we have a Jagrati listener.
Yes.
Age 50. From Princess Tong that drives to El Rado every Saturday
I'm
for class.
Proud of
I am
you.
proud of her. Suraj Day, if you are listening again, we are very proud of her. I told everyone that I was very proud of her. Our next student is from Suparia, and one is from Sandy Grande, and all of them over the age 50, and they make the opportunity to come out. That's beside our kids
example,
class. That's beside our kids class, so that's in our adult
That's
class.
exciting to know.
Very, very exciting. They really motivate me to know that,
they don't limit themselves.
They don't limit themselves. They go the extra distance to learn.
That's very nice.
Digital literacy is not computer literacy. It's not just using computer. It's how to use information, right? Learn how to access, use, understand, and create digital information in a digital age. Use it responsibly and safely too. So what we want to do, actually, we will have an ad. If the technical team can put up the ad. This ad will be published in the Trinidad Express in the classified section. So of course, to get the discount, you just bring in the ad.
Okay, now for the benefit of our listeners on Radio Jagrati, this is what the ad says. It's your digital life, live it, love it. Learn to access, use, understand and create digital technologies, media and information, safety and responsibility for ages 7 to 70, from beginner to advanced. Increase productivity and employability at school and work. My eyes are good.
Very good.
So there you go. And of course, as Pandit said, you can get it at the it's going to be Trinidad Express.
It will be published over the next 2 weeks. Now there's a little trick to it. Of course, we can't make it that easy.
Right.
So the trick to it is that I'm only going to tell you the first day that this ad is going to be out, and it's Saturday.
Okay.
To find out the other days that it will be out, you have to join the social media campaign on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, and
well, that's exciting.
Plus,
that's nice.
You join
that's a challenge.
Yeah, join, and we will be announcing when the ads will be out, so that you can get your ads, and you just bring your ad in, and we will give you your discount.
Very nice, very nice. How long would be the courses?
These courses, our adult classes go for 6 months, and our kids classes go for 1 year.
1 year.
And it's a official British qualification that you get.
Can you imagine at the end of the 6 months or the end of the year? I mean, we all have relatives abroad that you could actually communicate. You know how to Skype.
Exactly.
You know, there's so much that you will learn from this empowering yourself. This is really very nice, Panditji.
So that's one.
Tell us where you're located in El Dorado.
Well, the classes for the kids are actually at the El Dorado North in the school, where I'm the teacher there as well, right? And it's on afternoons and Saturdays. days that we have the classes. Of course, more information could be gotten on the website.
So that's a little challenge for you, right there. That's the first step.
Yeah. Right. And then also, besides the digital literacy classes, what we will offer, because we also do our services actually, we have nice little catchy services that we have. You know, we have Get It, because Get IT is if you're looking to purchase.
Right.
We can help you get it, get your IT.
Yeah.
We can help you connect it, connect your IT in terms of your networking, you know, like how we do here at Radio Jagrati. We can help you fix it.
Interesting.
Because if your phone
get it, fix it,
connect it, and we also help you learn it.
And learn it. That's the thing.
And there is information technology.
Good.
For our fix it part and the connected part, what we are offering as well today is that anybody, home user, business user, today as we celebrate National Cybersecurity Day, over the next 2 weeks, we will give you a free audit of your computer. That's a report we will run to tell you exactly what programs you have, what are malicious and what are not malicious, what you need, what you don't need, because the more programs you have on your computers, the slower they will work. Okay. So we'll give you a free audit, a report. We'll run our programs, give you an audit, tell you this is what you have, your hardware, your software. We'll explain to you what you don't need, what is dangerous, what patches you need. And we'll give you a further discount. We'll give you that audit free. Then we'll give you a discount.
That's absolutely free?
Yeah, it's absolutely free.
Wow.
The audit, and it's about 3 or 4 page report on everything that you didn't even know was on your computer.
That in itself is worth it.
It's worth it, because normally that goes for about $300-400 for that type
that's
of
the cost,
report.
I'm aware.
Right? So you get that for free, and then we'll give you a discount on whatever is needed based on the report to keep you safe online.
Yeah, and I think that's important, that we're safe online. And you know, more so your children. More so your children. And you know we live in an age of technology and things like that. But I like the fact that you did not limit your age group. I see you have from 7 to 70. Certificate on completion?
Yes, actually it's examination and
that's exciting.
A British qualification, not just
British,
certification, and it's not a participation. It's a
and that's a
British,
difference.
Yes,
that's a difference.
And as I said, it carries you straight on to the bachelor's and the master's level if you wish to continue. However, the first 3 levels we will recommend for each and every person, because there's no job around today that IT is not involved in, or there's nothing in life, our phones, everything.
Of course.
How to deal with the information, edit and create.
Yes.
We teach you all that in your course. And
Good.
the last thing we will offer for our business, especially for our business, we have something called CyberSafe, which is a training program. But we will give you a free assessment of each of your employees, how aware they are of how to keep your business safe.
I like that.
So we'll give your employees and the companies that free assessment. And then we will advise as to what training you need to do for your company so that they will know how to keep your information safe.
Very good, and that's important. That's important. Your closing comments?
So we live in a digital world. So as our motto says, live it, love it. Right? Check us out on ITinTT.com and all social media on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Google+. Right? Join our networks if you want to know when the ad is going to be out, so that you can bring in the ad and get your discounts. We really want to make this, interesting and to educate each and every one of how important digital literacy and keeping yourself safe in the cyber world is.
Keeping yourself safe, but also keeping yourself up to date what's happening in the world and empowering yourself. You're never too old to learn and to grow and to excel and to teach as well, because in today's world, like Panditji so rightfully say, you have the younger ones around you. You don't allow them to get the better of you. You could say, hey, I know this and I know what you exactly. All right, Panditji, continued success, much thanks, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome. This has been the program Conversations with Zalisa, right here on TV and Radio Jagrati.